Happy new comic book day, everyone. Nick from Comic Culture here. Let's go over what books I pick up this week, all in sneak peek of Nick at Night, my weekly non-spoiler comic book review show coming up on Saturday. You don't want to miss it. Let's see what I got. All right, welcome back again. Happy new comic book day. Thank you very much for watching the video. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I really do appreciate that. We're going to go into Marvel, into the big two, as we always do. We have a couple just cover grabs right now because I like these Sprouse variants, these Choose Your Destiny variants. So I went ahead and picked up two. We have Darth Vader, number 26, with great little Palpatine cover on there. So pretty awesome. And then we have the Dr. Aphra Darth Maul cover. There's a lot of these books. I think I counted around 21 total that complete this set. They started releasing over a month ago, and I think we have another 3 weeks or so, 2 or 3 weeks of these variants coming out, these Sprouse Choose Your Destiny variants. So if you're a completionist, you're looking at about 21 covers, and they started coming out about a month ago. So you can look into that. We have ASM number 8, Legacy 902. This apparently is like a first maybe full appearance of some kind of Oscorp spider suit kind of a thing. So we'll see what's going on in ASM. Of course, we have Rom V over on Carnage. This is issue number 5, another soft key, first appearance of something. So, you know, these are really, really soft keys, but it's an interesting story. Rom V is doing a good job on this symbiote book, and not so much on Venom, the main Venom run, but on Carnage, it's actually pretty cool. And then we have Kieran Gillen on Judgment Day. This is issue number 3. We'll see what happens in these pages. The art's not too bad. I actually flipped through this one. It's not that bad in this book, and the page quality is still awful and everything. I'm not a huge fan of this run right here, but and also the tie-ins, but you know, we'll just get through this event and see what happens after that. So that's actually it for Marvel. We're going to jump into DC next. We have issue number 16. I'm so sad to see it go. We have Swamp Thing Season 2, another Rom V book. Brilliant, brilliant book. If you haven't been reading Swamp Thing, I highly recommend it. It's one of the best stories and one of the best drawn books and colored books out there right now. So definitely check out Swamp Thing. Issue number 16, we're wrapping it up. I believe volume 1's already out. Volume 2 is soon to follow. Check that one out. And then we have this Tales of the Human Target book 1. It's a DC Black Label from Tom King. It's kind of like just a little extra book he threw in here. There's a little bit of a hiatus with Human Target. It is coming back fairly soon. And so this is a couple different tales of Human Target himself interacting with some of the characters that we know from the previous run from Tom King. So interesting little book there. Greg Smallwood does some of the art, but not all of it, just so you know. Then we have more Rom V action in here. We have Detective Comics 1063. It's getting really supernatural, really crazy, awesome art style. And we have a very cool backstory in here from Cy Spurrier and drawn by Danny. So that's actually pretty awesome. Looking forward to getting back into that. And then we have a facsimile. I bet a lot of people are going to be getting this one. We have Detective Comics number 27, all the way back from 1939. Awesome facsimile. We even have some of the ads reprinted in here as well. And so this is actually a 64-page giant. And there's all kinds of cool stuff in here. I want to say they actually got some of the ads too. They did get some of the ads in here. So I really like it when they try to stay as close to the original as possible. Of course, we do have our barcode and stuff like that on the cover, so that's kind of a bummer, but I understand because idiots will be selling this on eBay as original ones and people would buy it. The page quality actually feels like newspaper print, which is pretty fun, so it's not really shiny and like modern feeling. Colors are very bright and vibrant and things like that, so pretty cool facsimile. I recommend picking that one up for sure. So that's actually it for the big two. We're going to jump over into Indie Comics next. We have Rogues Gallery, issue number 2. Fun book. I'm looking forward to seeing how the story plays out from here. Hannah Rose May is on this with Justin Mason. Looking forward to that one. First issue was pretty fun, so we'll check out issue number 2. I Hate This Place from Kyle Starks. It's an interesting book. This is I Hate This Place issue 4. And it's not a bad read so far. We'll see if it's got any more shocking things that can happen. We learned a whole lot in the first couple of issues, and we kind of got into a sticky situation at the end of issue number 3. Looking forward to this one. Not a super memorable run, I'm gonna guess. Nothing crazy happens in here, but it's just like a fun read. So that's like one of the fun books that I get. Then we have Chip Zdarsky, issue 3 of Public Domain, a nice little deep dive behind the business side of comics and their film adaptations and what it can do with relationships, specifically around the creators and the families. So it's an interesting little deep dive, kind of behind the curtains kind of a thing. Art's really interesting. So looking forward to issue number 3. Next, we're going to go over into Dark Horse Comics. We have Shaolin Cowboy, Cruel to Be Kin, issue number 4. I got that Jim Rugg, kind of like that ink sketch variant right there. This is actually colored by Dave Stewart. I always like this book. There's lots of intense action scenes in here and just crazy artwork with amazing coloring and just an absurd story. So looking forward to seeing how this one wraps up. We have issue number 4. Can't wait to get into that one. We actually have a few different Dark Horse books. We have Star Wars Hyper Space Stories issue number 1. It's a great time to kind of get into Star Wars. Lots of books out there right now, and Dark Horse is putting out a new number 1, so I am looking forward to that. And then we have Minor Threats from Patton Oswalt, another Dark Horse book. Don't really know much about this one. I just saw it was written by Patton Oswalt, a Dark Horse book, and so we're going to get into it and see what's going on with Minor Threats. So that's it for Dark Horse. Into Boom Studios next. We do have a few books from them as well. We have I believe it's volume 2 of James Tynion's Wind. This is The Throne in the Sky. I actually didn't read the first volume. I feel like I might need to getting into this. Let me know if you've read the first volume, and if you read this issue, like how much do I need to know from the first volume to get into this issue? So I definitely want to know that. I might just go ahead and read this and we'll just see what happens and see what I understand and what I don't understand. And maybe I'll try to pick up like a trade or something like that to kind of help fill in the gaps. And then we actually double dipped twice into Grimm. We have this kind of like a ratio variant in a way right here. And then we also have the Jenny Frison. This is issue number 4. I'm not a huge fan. I'm double dipping on the covers. I don't know why. I'm not exactly a huge fan of the story. I think it has potential to go in an interesting place. It just hasn't gotten there quite yet for me. We'll see how number 4 ends up. Look at that creepy Frison cover with those 2 little kids in there. It's like The Shining. It's kind of nuts. So that's that. And the last book we got was from Source Point Press. This is Nook issue number 3. Pretty interesting book. I got to go find issue number 2, so I'm probably going to stack this one for now. And it was an interesting book. Very basic art style, but it's a pretty compelling story about this family kind of hiding from the war over in Germany back in the day, and they kind of come banging on their door. So it's a story about a family trying to relocate and kind of restart their family a little bit. So a pretty interesting book. So we'll check out number 2 and then get into number 3. So that's all I got this week. I appreciate you watching the video. Happy New Comic Book Day again. Like, subscribe, share, hit that bell notification to be notified of future videos. And look out for Nick at Night, my weekly non-spoiler comic book review show every Saturday. Appreciate you. See you in the comments.